It's Sunday afternoon. The markets just opened. I got into two shorts, both winners. One went for my full 10 points. The other would have, but I hopped out at around 7 points. I've got the XXX painting the candles in the background. Very simple chart setup here. I've got it on the 15-minute too. I mean, you can see just by looking at these things. Very helpful color coding based on moving averages. Got the ADX dots rocking it. These are from the trend and reversal indicator. I've done a lot of videos about the ADX dots. We just got one after the market open. XXX background turned red, broke below VWAP and the 20. We've been descending over 20 points, just a few minutes. You can use the XXX as a regular moving average crossover too, even though it has 3 different moving averages. I can show you a little trick with the MMT XXX. So if you are in double moving average confirmation mode, you've got your slow type, which in this case is the 14 EMA. And if you want to use it as a regular moving average crossover indicator, just make sure the middle and the fast are the exact same. So these are both the 3 EMA. So now it's just acting as a regular moving average crossover. When the 3 EMA crosses over the 14 EMA, I get the background change, I get the candle colors changing. There will not be any signal dots from this. Those signal dots are from a triple moving average crossover. If you want to see markers print when you get the regular moving average crossover, you can enable the moving average triangle markers. There's also pop-ups and sound alerts. But then you get these little triangles whenever you get a moving average crossover. A lot of different customizable options with the MMT XXX. And with the sphinctrometer, we've got the darker candles when it's in the relaxed mode. And then when it goes into clenched, it goes back into the regular red or the regular green. When it stops printing these relaxed candles, that's when I'm potentially looking for bounces up or bounces down. See here, the relaxed candles stop printing, got a little move down. Lots of ways to use this indicator, a lot of different possible strategies you could come up with. Just hopped in another little short, got 4 or 5 points. We had another ADX dot up here, started pushing below the 20. Delta was increasing to the downside, delta wave to the downside. Background ended up turning red, got a nice little push down. I got out before we hit whole number. I'm doing some other multitasking, so I missed this opportunity, but this was a good one. Look at this nice wick. Right off the 20 SMA, closed below the 20. Another ADX dot. XXX background was already red. Even if you waited to take a break below these recent lows on this big candle when we had all this delta coming in, both those trades worked out very nicely. Got the green ADX dots coming in, getting a bounce. If you need a refresher, the latest ADX dots that I'm using are the trend flow candles with a strength of 5, directional filter on, SMA filter on, period of 3. It's not painting the bars, it's just painting the signal dots. And I'm using an input series of the ADX, a period of 50. Getting a nice bounce after these dots. I'd say the trend and reversal indicator is worth it just alone for the capability of making those ADX dots. And that was just some weird random creation I made one day while experimenting my brains out. But it's been one of my favorite uses of the MMT trend and reversal. All these indicators are very helpful tools that you can use in infinite creative ways. Highly recommend always coming up with your own strategies or taking what you like of other people's strategies and tweaking them and making them your own and something you've done your own back testing on. I would never just take someone else's indicators or strategy and just throw it on my chart and go for it. I always do my own back testing and try to improve things and get rid of the things that I don't like. Everyone sees the market a little bit different. And the key to long-term success is finding out what your own unique groove is. I just took a VWAP bounce trade. There wasn't really any major delta coming in. I've had this nice down move since the market opened. Pulled back to the VWAP. I shorted it for a little bounce off of VWAP. Got 4 points, 100%, almost $300 after commission. I forgot I got some more take profit trader accounts. There they are. 2 new take profit trader accounts. They got the 40% off sale, no fees for the funded account, and if you make it to your first payout, you get refunded for your evaluation fee. So if you get funded and get paid, it's like you got the account for free. If you use code MonkeyMan over at Take Profit Trader, you can get that deal while it's still going on. And code MonkeyMan over at Apex or Tradeify gets you the best deal at those prop firms as well. I still have my other chart setups too. I'm just always messing around on at least one chart, but I also always keep my very basic core strategy and setup going with the multiple time frames, the order flow, my favorite moving averages, VWAP, all the best key levels, volume profile. But as far as indicators go, I really like playing around and coming up with new things, new ideas. I've been doing this for so long, I can trade just about anything. And I've found a way to balance my love for coming up with new strategies and new ideas, and also staying true to my basic core setup. I just wanted to show you some other times of day that I don't normally show on my videos. It's possible to get great signals and find some great trade opportunities a lot of different times of day, so you can find something that works best for your schedule and your time zone. Although my absolute favorite will always be the New York Open, the first hour of the New York Open. Look at that, ADX dots, VWAP's holding up, moving below the 20. There was another 8 or 9 points after we started moving below the 20. Got some delta coming in to the downside, a little bit stronger than the rest of the last 6 minutes. Just hopped into another short. I hit the market button when I was up over 4 points, but it looks like I only got 3 or so. Had a bunch of ADX dots to the downside. The sphinctrometer was relaxed and then it went into clenched up here. So I was looking for a little pullback. Got the pullback back to VWAP. This chart has the ADX dots with the original settings, just the default period for the ADX and a regular strength of 1. We got the MMT Heiken Ashy painting the candle colors. Doing a great job the past 20 minutes. Keeping us on the right side of the trend. I just got into another short for 4 points. We were coming back up and making new highs, but the sphinctrometer never went into relaxed mode. It was staying clenched. And we're getting all these ADX dots. Also up at yesterday's close, and it was holding. I got a little scalp short for 4 points. Stacking these micros, up almost 400 now after commissions. Still at 100%. I just took another 4-point scalp short. Had a bunch of ADX dots loading up. Triple X was in clenched mode. These are the last relaxed candles that we had. See, Delta started coming in here to the downside. Got into a little short thinking we would retest whole number, which we just did. A little poke, a whole number there. Just logged in again a little bit after midnight. We had all these ADX dots to the downside building up. Triple X was red. Just got a nice down move. I just logged in again in the middle of the night. We just got a wicking candle right off of a previous day VWAP close. I went short right there. Got a few points. This previous day VWAP close, that's part of the new MMT VWAP indicator, which I hope to have out in the next week or so. The odd hours of trading continue. It's now almost 1:30 p.m. on Monday. Skipped all of the morning session. I just got into a short. We had a bunch of negative delta coming in on this candle, moving well below the 20 SMA. We had a nice down move this morning. Got the pullback, grabbed a short there. Did the market close when I was up about 7 or 8 points, but I think I only got 6. I was looking at this chart when I got into the trade. We had an ADX dot from the original ADX settings on this candle before we broke below the 20 here. We're getting some RSI reversal signals here from the trend in reversal. Came down to yesterday's low, started wicking off of yesterday's low. Point of control got drugged down into the wick. Now we're getting a little bounce up back to the 20. I'm going to call it a day here. Up 584 after commissions, 100% profitable. I hope you got some good ideas from seeing the exact reasons that I'm taking every single trade that I'm trading, no matter what time of the day. There are links to the MMT line of indicators in the description, like the trend and reversal, triple X, the ultimate delta. The big take profit trader sale is ending this week. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.